already have, before we even start, I have my words for this, right? If y'all know like anything about the controversy so far, right? Basically, they had gotten into a relationship based on trauma, I would say. Like, in the bare bones of it, they basically got in a relationship based on trauma. And I believe Emiru was in like a very vulnerable state at that point. And you know, they were Mizkif was like, oh, come live with me type shit. Because of your stalkers, and they got close and yada yada yada, right? Already like the basis for this relationship already wasn't good because they didn't even give each other enough time to get to know each other on a deeper level. I'm talking deep level shit. Like they just instantly got into a relationship and like the honeymoon phase just started, and we gonna talk about it.
Probably tell, but today
So we're just gonna skip most of this, right? And get into the meat of the bones of it, right?
That this information made its way back to me and that I've known for months. But if you try to threaten me to stay quiet, especially using my poor dead animals, I'm not going to stay quiet.
Alright, I don't really like the whole dead animal take thing, because like it really has nothing to do with like the situation that's going on right now. Like it's such a minor thing. Like obviously, like, oh, they're like Mizkif is claiming that she abuses her pets, right? We don't really know for real. We know that her rabbits die, but we don't really know if she's the cause of that, right? Like she's the innate cause of that. But even if she was, right, you could have just left. But we get to it.
I will be in from friends and people in the org, but I mean, obviously people all eventually figured out they're not fucking stupid. And second, it was an extremely codependent relationship, which it's not the issue, but let's just...
Okay. Extremely codependent relationship, she says. Okay, first, Emiru, yes, that is the issue. Because it was codependent, you didn't leave when you should have. He didn't leave when he should have. Which would have avoided this entire mess. So yes, it is the problem. Or part of the problem. You can't say that it's not. So, because this relationship started through like trauma bonding, or her being in a vulnerable place and letting him in easy, letting him get close to her easy, being highly dependent on him from the start. This basically gave him the open doors to just come in and do whatever he wants to do without much backlash, right? Because again, he relied on him, he relied on her to an extent as well, but obviously we can see that he is the like mostly the aggressor. He even admits to being the aggressor in this situation, in this relationship that they had. He was mainly the aggressor. The problem is, if he's gonna be aggressive toward her, what is her response gonna be? And based on how she handled things as a person, just seeing what type of person she is, what type of person Emiru is, you can tell she's not very confrontational, right? You can tell she probably doesn't like to have arguments. She probably doesn't like to have conflict, right? But him based on his trauma, right? You can tell he's very egotistical. I don't know, I wouldn't say narcissistic, but he has a very big ego, especially when it comes to the streaming shit. And y'all are both streamers. So he'll come to you, he'll bash you. If you're being successful, he will bash you, saying, how dare you be more successful than I am? Bash her for that, instead of being on her side as her significant other, someone you're supposed to care for. He will do that. Basically, what would it be? Like projecting his insecurities onto her, basically. Like, my nigga. Oh my god, bro. This is the thing about like IRL streamers, bro. I know he's not fully an IRL streamer, but this is the thing about streaming culture, is that niggas aren't authentic, bro. They're just doing shit for clicks. Since when was streaming like this, bro? Like niggas just do shit for clicks, not being themselves, and people eat this shit up and just watch it, bro. Because I guess it's like reality TV show, right? Because reality TV isn't authentic, right? It's just drama for the sake of viewership, right? So it's kind of like that. But like when you start putting things from your personal life into this shit and then treating it as if it's like a reality show, that's where shit gets like, is this real or not, bro? Is this situation you're talking about real or not? Because then when it is real and then you're gonna talk to your audience like it's real, they're not gonna take your ass seriously. I remember like watching Dante react to this shit, bro. And I love Dante because he is the most authentic streamer I know, bro. The most authentic streamer. He stays true to himself no matter what he's doing, bro. And like I'm just seeing him crash out talking about like how streamers like Mizkif, like they're just not real, bro. Like they just doing this shit for clicks, doing this shit for numbers, bro. It's just a numbers game. You're not in it for the love. You're not in it for the passion. You're just doing this for the numbers. Like, and then people eat that shit like, bro, people, I don't know, gang. I just feel like people are drones, bro.
Thursdays and Saturdays. That was because of him. And now I stream whenever I want, but the first time that we ever streamed at the same time was for the 2024 Rust Kingdoms event on Twitch. We were sharing drops, so it was the first time in a very long time that we were both going to be live at the same time.
This situation that she's about to talk about, insanity. And I feel like this is the point where she should have thought about breaking things up with him. Because the behavior that he displays in this live that she's about to talk about, utter man-child.
Start saying unofficial Miz raid, and I'm like, what does that mean?
Crazy.
And then I check my Discord messages, and he's messaging me. He's saying like, Emmy, you know, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna KMS. I waited so long for this, etc.
Nigga, you're gonna what? You're gonna what? KMS? Why are you saying that to your girlfriend? Out of nowhere. I wonder why. Could he be going through something? Maybe someone close to him died, or maybe some unfortunate event happened that really broke him down mentally. Let's find out why.
Basically, he was upset because I had higher viewership than him.
Because he had higher viewership than him. So as you can see here, hold on, let me remove chat real fast. 7K viewers for Emiru. This nigga has 13K. You know he has more than her right now. Oh, and he looks really cheery. He looks excited to start the rush stream with his girlfriend. Mind you, no one knows that this is his girlfriend at this, because they're keeping their shit private. But he knows he's about to play a nice game with his girlfriend. They about to be chilling. They about to have fun. You know what I'm saying? As you would do if you played a game with your significant other. Let's continue.
People again, we're gonna hang out a little bit.
Got raw pork.
I'll fucking take it.
Would you like some raw pork?
Look how happy and
Yeah, I'll
cheery
fucking
he
eat raw
is.
pork. Hell yeah.
Enjoy.
So I thought, why not build a house up here?
Right now, he is at 22K, and she's quickly approaching with
Wait,
19K.
check this out. Come here.
He's still happy and cheery because he has more viewers than
Not
her.
bad, huh?
And then the drop happened. Or the spike, rather.
Wait, our house is literally
Look at him.
the same.
Look at him. His mood is instantly changed. Not saying a word now. He took off the mask.
Yeah.
You can't make this shit up. He is more concerned about how many viewers he has rather than having fun with his girlfriend on a game, bro. Mind you, some people like wish to God that they can have moments like these with a girl. Playing the same game as a girl, having fun memories. Like, people wish, let alone having an audience of 20K people. 20K, yo, thank you for the follow, big bro. 20K people on your stream, watching you play the game. But you worried about how much streamers she's had, how much viewers she has. Are we good up here? I don't think we're good up here. Also, I don't think you deserve a relationship. I don't even think you deserve your audience. Because the way you move it right now, gang, I don't think you deserve like anything, bro. If you're gonna be this entitled. And then hold on, we gonna keep playing it, bro.
I'm just tired.
Bro said I'm just tired.
Alright, I'll see you guys later.
He was mad hype in the beginning.
See you guys.
What, you got tired midway, gang?
Not
Oh
tomorrow.
shit.
I just
You got tired midway, gang?
leave it out of my mind.
What happened? What happened, gang? We about to find out.
What does unofficial Mizraid mean?
Guys,
Oh, he did?
Listen, why are we all acting?
Look at this
We
nigga in the
haven't
back.
Murdered.
Look at that nigga in the back. Hold on.
Listen, why are
Look
we
at that nigga in the back,
like
bro.
we haven't murdered. Like we haven't pillaged. Like we
Nigga
haven't had to do
hitting
what we had to do.
actual man-child behavior, dog. Bro got off stream because his girlfriend and significant other, who you should be proud of for having a successful career, has more viewership than him. So he, despite having 20K viewers in his live, nigga decides to get off, leaving all of his audience stranded, basically for shit. He basically said, fuck y'all, I don't care. Gets off a stream, and then decides to go bang on her door to ruin her stream. Who watches this guy? Does he always act like this on stream? Like, does his personality reflects the actions that he's doing now? Is he normally like this? Cause I'm not gonna lie, if a nigga is like this, I ain't watching this nigga. What is the point? His audience is like it. I bet they are. That would be the only explanation. Cause like, especially after after all of this is coming out and we're seeing the evidence right in front of our faces, niggas are still gonna show up to the stream and be on his side. I'm not saying Emiru probably ain't do some toxic shit in their relationship. I don't know. But we're seeing the evidence of you doing your toxic shit. We are seeing it literally in 4K, my guy. There's no way out of this one. You're done.
She had a one-hit advantage. She was coming after me.
Oh my God. You see her jump, bro?
What are you?
Literally, he jumped because he's just banging on the, like, yo, you have problems, bro. You shouldn't be in a relationship. God damn, man.
What is going on? So I tell my stream, I'm like, hey, guys, I'll be right back. I get up and I go talk to him, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And he's like, Emmy, like, I hate all you guys. Like, all you guys do is just take from me.
Bro, I guarantee you, he is the only one who's worried about how many viewers he has. He is the only one. While the rest of his friends just wanna have fun. Wanna have fun playing Rust. He is the only one. And then the nigga has the gall. He has the audacity to talk about, all y'all do is take from me. All y'all do is take from me. This is all you care about. 20K people in the stream, mind you. You know what smaller streamers would kill? Not kill, but you know what they would do? Have 20K viewers in their stream, just chilling, interacting with them, having a good time. You know how many smaller streamers would love for that? That would be their dream. Yet you're over here obsessing over that, and then you don't even like give your stream like the time to really be with you and engage in your content. You end stream because of it. You end stream because your peers had more viewership than you. Who cares? Who cares?
And like, I'm just done. Like, I'm just done. And I was like, is this like really happening because of rush drops? And he was like, I don't know what else to do. He was like going off on me, like basically saying that he hated me. And I was like, well, I don't know what.
This is coming from someone who has claimed to say that they love this person and that they care for them and want the best for them. I hate you, my nigga? Read that ass? Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Insane sentence to even say and expect a relationship. And that's another thing too. Like, not even talking about Mizkif now. Emiru, you're hearing him say this to you. Why isn't your thought like, either this ain't going, like, we need to talk about this for real, and if he doesn't change his mind or anything, we just need to break up. Like, there's no way that you hear someone say this to you and you just ball up and get sad. Like, this is what I'm saying, right? She's not equipped for this. Because I'm not gonna say all relationships are nice and peachy, right? You're not gonna find the perfect guy first time around. There are gonna be complications. You probably will get with a guy who you think is good, but then they end up not being good. That's not really the problem here. The problem is noticing this shit and acting accordingly. Yes, and that I did say before, like, that's the problem. She said her being codependent wasn't the problem. My nigga, what? That's why you didn't leave in this situation. Because you're codependent on this nigga. If you're codependent on anyone in a relationship, especially off rip, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up. You don't even know this person long enough to know their true colors, yet you're giving them codependency over your life. You're setting yourself up for failure.
By people that I'm not in a relationship with. But I let him hold me while I was crying. And he started kissing me in my face, and I let him do it. I was still sobbing a lot. And then, suddenly, he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hand down my pants. And, I screamed. Yeah. And when I screamed, he jumped off me like a cat, like. And, instead of apologizing or checking if I was okay, he said, I feel weird now. I feel like I did something wrong. I have to go. And he immediately left my house while I was still crying.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
My question here is, what is the lack of social cues here? She's crying in your arms, and your instinct is to start kissing up on her. And you know what's even more fucked up? The only logical explanation for this being his first thought is that he came there with the intention of doing that. That's the only fathomable way. So all that shit about closure, nigga lied. He just wanted to fuck. And when he didn't get that, nigga gonna look at her. He gonna jump off of her when she screams. When she screams, he gonna jump off her and say, oh, I feel like I did something wrong. I'm just gonna leave.
Excuses for him, and I was still afraid of causing trouble. for other streamers around us, or like, you know, making things weird for viewers. I know that probably sounds crazy, but like I just felt this pressure, like I had to try to keep things together, if that makes sense. Yeah, I felt like I'd caused trouble for so many other.
See, this is why this is gonna go back to like her having her own trauma, right? I don't know if it comes from trauma, but her constantly thinking that she needs to fix things or not to cause trouble, that sounds like something coming from trauma, in my opinion. Because you need to know when there are things that certain people, like, you cannot fix. They need to be able to fix it themselves. Because what he's going through are personal problems that he's projecting onto you. This has nothing to do with you or what you can fix. You can't fix him. He needs to fix himself.
And he'd also always hammer into me how he never physically abused me because he never hit me, and he would coach me and tell me to tell people or other streamers who were asking about it because they were concerned. He would say tell them that I never hit you, make sure that they know that I never hit you.
Manipulation at its finest. Emiru, I don't know you personally, right? I know you personally, and I'm a small content creator, right? So my opinion doesn't really matter, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. But I hope you're having therapy. You know what I'm saying? You have a good space around you, a good space of people, to help you gain more knowledge on, you know, not letting yourself letting yourself get trapped by people, not being like easy to let in, or things around that nature. You know what I'm saying? And I hope he's going through, well, he did say he had therapy, but I hope he's still doing therapy as well. Y'all niggas need it, for real, in y'all own ways. I'm not saying y'all situation's the same. We all both need therapy in different ways. Okay, this is a nice little thing to start off with, right? So he's basically gonna be talking about, I didn't play it before, but Emiru basically had gotten a black eye. She claims she got a black eye because he threw stuff at her, and she ended up getting a black eye as a result in one situation, right? So this is not alleged, by the way. There's proof of her talking about having a black eye on stream and her not having her webcam up because of said black eye. Like, she refused to put her webcam up. So there's no reason why she would be lying about this, right? But here's his response to this.
Home, I grabbed her hand and she grabbed mine, and we knew we were trauma bonded and we didn't want to let go. We would wake up together, string out all
whatever.
And up until my cancellation, everything was perfect. She brushed over that I threw water bottles or my phone near her, but that wasn't during fights. I want to make that very clear. It would be me throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. I will throw you and show you an example, Chad.
Now, guys, tell me this doesn't sound fishy, right? She claims to have gotten a black eye from you throwing things at her, right? That's what she claims. And there's been evidence of her talking about this in the past. You're saying that it was just you throwing your phone on the bed. Like, I guess before you go to use the bathroom or whatever, I don't know. First off, how hard would you have to be tossing your phone for it to have hit her in her face, her eye nonetheless, and to give her a black eye? If you're just tossing, first off, if your girlfriend's on the bed, why are you just carelessly tossing something like your phone near her vicinity? Why are you doing that? It makes no sense. It would have had to hit her hard enough for her to get a black eye from it. Meaning you'd have to throw it with enough force for it to do that. Right? It doesn't add up. It just doesn't add up. If it was or if it wasn't your phone, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that for her to have gotten a black eye from it, you would have had to intentionally throw whatever at her with enough force to do that. Bro's over here talking about it's his phone that he throws on the bed. You shouldn't even be, if you threw it with let's say you tossed it, let's entertain it, right? If you tossed it with enough force that it was able to give her a black eye, my nigga, you should know you should not have been doing that. Okay.
I would throw my phone on the bed. I would just lob it over because I was going to bed. So I would just throw the phone. That's it. And when...
But why are you doing that? Is that a routine for you? Why are you doing that? You could have just simply either left the phone with you, put it in your pocket or something. You could have put it in your pocket. Whoa. You could have put it in your pocket, and then when you went on your bed, just pull the shit out. You know, instead of risking throwing it at the girlfriend who you claim to love and care for and want the best for, right? You could have just put it in your pocket. You decided to chuck it at the bed at random, at a random force, I guess, and hit her and give her a black eye. Whoa. Oh.
That she bruises easily. She brushed over that I threw water bottles with her on my phone near her, but that wasn't during our fights. It would be throwing my phone.
Oh my god! Stop double clicking, bro. He uses the point that she said she bruises easily, bro. You should know that you are in a relationship with the girl, so don't you think you should take precautions with like potentially like hurting her or bruising her? I don't know, like putting your phone in your pocket instead of tossing it in her vicinity. I said vicinity.
But to most of our friends in the Austin circle, they never officially knew. That stress alone would drive anyone mad, but our love for each other was strong and we knew we can handle it. In September in 2022, a lot of you guys know, I was canceled by Trainwrecks and others trying to claim I covered up sexual assault. It was proven wrong, but that destroyed my mental health. I felt like my brain cracked, and I was never the same since. I was suicidal,
hold on. Okay, I know nothing about whatever situation he had in the past. I know nothing about it. Again, I don't watch these people. You're telling me that was because he tried to, like, they claim that he tried to cover up sexual assault. Yo. With that context, bro, you look super bad right now because you literally sexually assaulted old girl. Like, I don't care if it was by accident or not. You literally sexually assaulted old girl and then left. You didn't even say sorry. You just left.
My mental health, and all my friends. Emiru was one of the only people that were there for me. She ditched sponsors to go with me to Japan. She went with me anywhere I needed because she wanted me to be happy. And she knew sometimes I freaked out, I lashed out, but she loved me and she knew I was in a terrible mental place. It got so bad, the stress and constant talking about the same things over and over and no sleep and depression, that most of my hair started to fall out and Emiru started to hurt herself while we were in Japan.
Okay, first off, that sounds like information that you should not be talking about on her behalf. That sounds really personal for her, and I don't think you should be saying that. First off. Second off, if you were really in this really bad mental state, as you say, and this is probably going to be the catalyst for why you treat her like shit after this, why didn't you say, I need a break and work on yourself? And for her, why didn't she notice this and be like, hey, do you need space? Especially after especially with the amount of shit you're about to do after this. She should have been like, okay, you're not in the the space to have a relationship with me. You're not in the right mental state to have a relationship with me. We should just be friends, and I'll support you with you getting better, but we should just be friends.
That she doesn't realize what she's doing, that she didn't understand what she was doing wrong. But I would constantly tell her on and off stream that she needs to do more because these stalkers are getting worse.
Okay. So he's complaining about the stalkers, right? The problem here is, why are you complaining to her about them? The stalkers being there is not her fault. What is she gonna do about that? Niggas are weird. Like you. Right? But there's levels to this shit. Literally, because she's so popular, she's gonna get a lot more, she's gonna attract a lot more stalkers than the average like girl, right? Even if you're not famous, you're gonna get stalkers because you're a woman and men are weird. I'm sorry to say it. We like us, like I'm not gonna say us because it's a very low population of men, but certain men are just weird, bro. It's either you, like, I don't know, brush up on security or get some more, like, make some more measures on how you're gonna prevent this. This is something y'all both need to talk about and solve together. Because honestly, I'm gonna say this, like, this came with with her, bro. She had stalkers before you met her. She's gonna have stalkers while you're with her. You should have known this would be a thing. So you saying, oh, this on top of the stress of this, on top of that, made me like really like, bro, not her fault. This came with the territory. Like, either leave or boss the fuck up and do something about it with her. I don't like, don't be I don't get it, bro. Love
a common place where we would get food. And then we went back to her house. We cuddled for about 30 minutes and started to kiss. She said that she was okay with this on her stream.
Oh, here we
and
go.
I started to advance to the next stage because
what? What?
And then we went back to her house. We cuddled for about 30 minutes and started to kiss. She said that she was okay with this on her stream.
I'm confused. So I'm assuming they aren't streaming while this happened, right? Obviously. What do you mean she said she was okay with this on her stream? That doesn't matter, gang. You know why that doesn't matter? Because she's not streaming right now. This is not that moment. In this moment, is she willing to go that extra mile with you? At that moment. That's what matters. Not if she said it was okay on stream, my nigga. What?
And I immediately sprung up and was scared if I did anything wrong or did wrong in general. I got scared and left the house. I apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable for me not saying sorry, and I wish I said sorry back then. But we got back together.
You apologize if it made her uncomfortable and you didn't say sorry. Gang, are you like, is this like a lack of empathy or something? She screamed at you. Like, she screamed and you got off of her. If you really cared about the girl, you would say, oh, did I do something wrong? I'm so sorry. What what happened? Like, you should be talking her through it. If you truly cared about her, truly, you'd be talking her through it. Instead, you got up and you left. You're scum. Sorry to say it. I know this was you in the past, but you even acknowledging now that you should have doubled down, like you were in the wrong here, and that you should have said sorry. Not that, oh, if she felt uncomfortable by me not saying sorry. Nigga, what? You should have said sorry. Not only that, you should have like comforted her, been like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean, like, you should have reassured her that you did not mean to do that if you truly did not mean to do it. Talking about if, I'm sorry if she felt gang.
At times. In regards to being controlling, I told her many things. I told her to dress older, to stop wearing pajamas, to stop talking about stalkers and schizos as a whole. Stop talking about past relationships. And yes, I didn't want her to travel without me. I also said that I didn't want her to hang out with specific people. This is because I didn't want her to get hurt. I didn't want Emmy to get assaulted. I didn't want some man to do something to her when I'm not there, and I wanted to keep her safe. And I know with how my mental was and who I was back then that I didn't do everything right. I know I could have done better, and I'm sorry. I know I was controlling, and I should have just ended the fucking relationship, but I was so confused as a person. And I'm sorry I did it. I'm sorry things got to this fucking point, man.
Guys, if you have any type of trauma, and it affects your personality, you shouldn't be in a relationship. You shouldn't be. Don't think that having that safe space of like a significant other will help you get through it. No. It's better to get the help you need before that. You can have them as a safe space, as a friend, but as someone that you need to take care of as well as them taking care of you, no. Because you won't know how to deal with certain situations. You won't know how to deal with certain arguments in a healthy fashion because you don't know better. Because your mental state won't give you the capacity to do so. In conclusion, Mizkif, or whatever your name is, right? You have a lot to work on, gang. You have a lot of soul searching. You have a lot of trauma you got to work on. You have a lot of personality issues you need to work on. Before you even fathom thinking of getting into another relationship, you need to work on yourself. Point blank, period. You need to be aware of what you're doing to other people. You need to be aware of the reactions and you need to be aware of your actions and the reaction to those around you. You need a lot of work before you even think about being in a relationship. And now everyone knows that you do. So even if you think you want to have some leeway and get into another relationship with a girl, and honestly, if that girl wants a relationship with you even after all this has happened, I can already tell the relationship is going to end. Because she doesn't care if you're in the right mental space or not. She could be a gold digger or she could have her own reasons, but it's going to fail again. I'm sorry, big bro. I'm sorry that this all had to happen to you. I know you regret doing the things you did and now it put you in this situation, but you were an adult. If you didn't know how to navigate this type of relationship, you shouldn't have been in it. And you should know that. So, that being said, this whole situation could have been prevented if these were two healthy individuals, healthy mindsets. Yeah. And that's how it is, I guess.